like more of a ballad, like. And it was nice and pretty, but we couldn't get it. I couldn't really get it where I wanted, and so then I started changing up how I would play it, and then finally figured that out. And I love where it is now, but I can't do that when it's just me on the guitar, because that would just be weird for me to play that like that. And so I'm going to play it for you. It's called Dance With the Shadows, and I'm going to play it for you. And it's kind of a sad song, but it's also a little hopeful. It's hard to hear your words when you're so afraid to speak up. Something's on your mind, but you're hiding it away. You say that we're going under. I say we still got each other. It breaks my heart that you can't let go. You say you'll find a girl I know. You've been dancing, dancing, dancing with your shadows. When the days get hard and your lights burn low, don't go far, just hold me close. Go dancing, dancing, dancing with your shadows. Dancing with your shadows. If you're running through the woods, yeah, I search all night to find you. When the wolves are at your door, I'm gonna drive them all away. You see ways we'll lose each other. I see you, I never wonder. It breaks my heart that you can't let go. You say you'll find a girl I know. You've been dancing, dancing, dancing with your shadows. When the days get hard and your lights burn low, don't go far, just hold me close. Go dancing, dancing, dancing with your shadows. Dancing with your shadows. Ooh. Dancing with your shadows. Ooh. It breaks my heart that you can't let go. You say you'll find the girl I know. You've been dancing, dancing, dancing with your shadows. When the days get hard and your lights burn low, don't go far, just hold me close. Go dancing, dancing, dancing with your shadows. Dancing with your shadows. Ooh. Thank you. Everybody else? All questioned out. In the back, yes, sir.
First of all, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
So my question is, how has your songwriting evolved from being an aspiring artist to having the affirmation of being a champion on American Idol to now being a family man with a child?
Oh man, I think we always evolve, no matter what field we're in. Sometimes you get smarter, and sometimes that's a bad thing, and you overthink a lot. But for me, I've always tried to be honest in writing a song. When obviously there are times like whenever I was with a major label, like you get all this pressure that you have to write another big song, when you try to do that, you quickly realize you can't do it. You just got to write honestly, and people can realize that. And so for me, for this new record, and that's another thing, this is all independent, so this is all me and no label or anything, so I'm really proud of that. And all these songs I wrote a lot of songs, a lot of bad songs, to try and get these pretty good 10 songs, I think. And You know, so you got to write. That's what I tell people that have questions about songwriting. Is that you got to write a lot of bad songs. You got to write a lot of bad stuff, and it might feel good. You might finish the song, and then you actually listen to it after you step away. You're like, oh my gosh, this sucks. And but when you come back to it and it still feels good, you're like, okay. But things change. Yeah, you write about different things. I've been through a lot in the past 11 years. I'm a pretty private guy, but musically, you can kind of hear some things through it, I feel like, when you actually listen to the lyrics, read them maybe. Yeah, everything changes. Change is good. Anybody else? Yes, sir.
So I'm kind of curious, as a musician, looking at it from a fan's point of view, what is your favorite song, both that's yours and that's not yours?
Ever? Oh my gosh. My favorite of my songs, it changes. It just depends on the day. I have to say all these new songs on the new album, but so I have 3 albums that were under, a major label, and I'm really proud of all 3 of those, but when you have a lot of different hands working in there, you know, sometimes it's not all up to me. So there's one song on each album of the first 3 that I hate, that I'll never play, and just because I don't like them. And even if I wrote it, I still think it's bad. And they liked it, and I just told them that it's not good, and I'm not going to play it, you know. And I still have never played them. And sometimes people like those. I have some fans that really like those songs, and I don't tell them why I don't like them. I just not going to play it. And but my songs, it just changes. To be honest with you, it depends on the day. But these new songs, I really love all of them. It's been fun playing these new ones. So yeah, I can't tell you that song in general that I didn't write. That's kind of impossible. I love too many songs. I love Peter Gabriel. Led Zeppelin. I mean, I could go on and on about all the music that I love. I can't tell you just one song, but a song that I'll never get tired of listening to is Thriller by Michael Jackson. Just because the recording is just so insane. I'm always constantly, if you listen really hard, there's so many little details in there that you don't notice. And like just maybe a month ago, I was listening to it in some headphones. I was like, oh my gosh, there's this little piece, like just like happened. I'm like, what the heck? And it's just such a masterpiece. Yeah, that's a long answer. Anybody else? Yes. Oh, okay.
You got it?
Oh, go ahead, then.
Amber.
I don't know what's that.
You?
Amber.
Who has a question? Does someone have a question?
Loud noises. So, you've seen a lot of concerts. What's your favorite concert you've ever seen? And then I'm curious also, with the son, what's the favorite song that you have that you sing to him?
Favorite concert I've ever seen. I've seen some pretty incredible concerts. I will say, I saw a Taylor Swift concert about 9 or 10 years ago when I was out with John Mayer, and she was playing in, I think, Toronto. And my guitar player at the time was really close friends with her music director, still is, and he got us hooked up to go there. Her mom was so kind to us, and I was going into her like, oh, this show's not going to be good, you know, she's probably going to be really mean when I meet her. The show was just like so incredible, and she was so freaking nice, and I was like, dang it, you know. And she's just so talented. That was an absolutely incredible show. And Ed Sheeran was there too, and I'd already met him before, and we did some radio stuff, and he's just the kindest, and he's an incredible performer. And I'll say Stevie Wonder, same guitar player. He's a guitarist for Stevie, and I happened to be in Nashville, and he was doing the Songs in the Key of Life tour, and that was an incredible experience. It's just a completely different kind of show, and that one is I'll always remember that one. That's up there for me for sure. And what was the second part?
What song do you like to sing to your son?
Go to sleep. Go to sleep. The funny thing is, he grew up with these new songs on this new album, and he can sing every word to every song. And for me, that's really special. And so anytime I hear him singing any one of those songs, there's a song called "Long Time" on there it's kind of a quieter, short acoustic song. And when I hear him sing that one, it's always sweet. But any song that he sings, it's like my wife told me yesterday morning, or whatever the morning it was, a day or two ago. He said, we just had a daddy concert in the car on the way to school. I was like, oh yeah, you know. So anytime, so he likes that one. But I will sing to him at night sometimes if he has a bad dream or not ready to quite get in bed. He likes to be sung to, so I'll sing him a couple songs. But he really likes when his mommy sings to him because he's a mama's boy. And I'm like, you have one.
I had a question actually.
Okay.
So I was curious. Yeah.
I was like, where are you?
Yeah. I'll keep this open-ended, and you can answer any way you like. But I was hoping maybe for a moment or anecdote or anything you can tell us about your experience with American Idol.
Oh man, I mean, it changed my life, and it was a crazy experience. I was just a kid from a small town. You know, my parents just said, "Here's some gas money, go try out." Like I never watched the show. I kind of knew the Casey Abrams guy that was on the season before me. My mom told me to look at him when he was on. I was like, "Oh, he's really talented," you know. And that was all I really knew from it. Obviously, I knew the big winners like Kelly Clarkson and Carrie, but I never watched the show. It just wasn't my thing. And they said, just go try out. We'll pay your gas. It's like 6 hours away. I was like, all right. Me and my sister and brother-in-law went and waited like 8 or 10 hours or whatever to try out. And, did that, and then you go through a couple other tryouts, and then you finally go to LA, and that was just a crazy experience. And yeah, man, I wouldn't do it. You know, wouldn't do it any different. It was awesome. But it was, you know, everything comes with good and bads, but everyone on that show, for me, I really connected with the producers of the show, and still close with them. They're all really sweet people, producers, security guards, camera guys, everything. I mean, they're just great people on that show, and I really connected with them more so than contestants, because I'm just a weird guy. I don't really connect with really like famous people or anything like that. And I'm just odd. You know, I'm close with a couple people that are pretty cool, but I'm just weird. I just like to keep to myself and stay private, and but also love playing shows and talking with people, and I don't know. I'm just kind of a weirdo. Need a couple more songs. Here we go. Hold on to me as we go.